on HSN, and I said, I am already so thrilled that we are premiering a new Grandpa's coffee cake to everyone at home. It is definitely coffee cake season. You have been loving these here at HSN over the last few years. We have a new size. You're gonna get the amazing 19-ounce coffee cake today. And you can also choose from some new flavors. We're gonna walk you through all the flavors in their, in all their details. So let's start with the original, Carrie.
Original, start at the front. Okay, so original is called original for a reason, because that's where Grandpa starts off every cake recipe that we do. And that is going to give you that original cinnamon. So it's your what you could expect from that coffee cake taste, that pound cake kind of mixed in. But you're getting just a little bit of a sugaring on the top as well. So when you bite into this, it's like that cinnamon sugar that you get maybe like on a churro or something like that, but inside your cake. This blends perfectly with a cup of coffee in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, whenever you like. So that's our original. Where do we want to go next? Chocolate chip?
Yeah, tell us all about it.
I know that one was interesting to you before. So our chocolate chip is a marble. So what's really incredible about this one as you look at it is it's marbled with vanilla and chocolate. And then the chocolate chips are all throughout. And we do not skimp at Grandpa's. We are all about giving you super amounts of chocolate chips on that. So again, that marble throughout with the chocolate chips on top. Then let's go pumpkin. This is, we're launching pumpkin, yay!
Let's go pumpkin.
Pumpkin
Everything
is
pumpkin.
so delicious, right?
I'm taking a bite right now.
Do it, please. Because you get that beautiful taste of like kind of a pumpkin spice, and then you have, again, that really delicious moist cake when you bite into it. And last but not least, we have our cinnamon, which are our apple, sorry, which our apple has our Granny Smith apples all throughout the top of it. So whatever your favorite is, we've got a cake for you. And this 19-ounce for us, I think is super cute. It really makes a great cake for entertaining.
These are so dense.
Right.
These are heavy. I mean, this is over 2 pounds of cake. I mean, there's a lot of cake here. There's a lot of servings. I don't even think that you'd eat a very huge piece because they're so incredibly dense and moist and delicious. So we have all the different flavors for you. They're on single ship. If you really want to make sure you never go without a bite of Grandpa's classic coffee cakes, you can also sign up on auto ship. But first time we're bringing in this new size today. And tell us what makes this recipe different. I mean, it's a recipe from the 1800s, right?
It really is. Okay, so we have to start here. So let's talk about why Grandpa's. Grandpa's is a completely dedicated, no nuts, and she's gonna be surprised here in 2 seconds.
Do the pumpkin dance.
No dairy. There is no dairy in here. So there's no butterfat, there's no lactose. If you have any issues with milk or you have any issues with nuts, these cakes are great for you and your family. So I love that you can share them. And this came from an 1817 recipe from Jeff Stern's grandfather that he unearthed. It stayed in the family vault for years. And when he took it out, he said, you know, it was around 1997. And he said, you know, there's so many people suffering with allergies to dairy. There's so many people who can't have nuts. It becomes really hard and really challenging to serve something that you can feel confident about. So he took that 1817 recipe from the Austrian-Hungarian side of the family, and he updated it to be able to be made super moist, super delicious, but without any butterfat.
I just tasted the chocolate.
Okay.
Just when I thought I had found my forever in the pumpkin, I tasted the chocolate. I might have to get one of each. So they come in singles or 2 packs, I want to clarify. You could do a single cake, or you could get 2 of the same flavor. These are going to go very, very quickly. When you get them home, what do we do to prep them?
So they can go right into your freezer. So I was actually here, I'm gonna pop, I know we're look at this. Okay, I'm just gonna give you that little squeeze for a second. Okay, but that was our apple. So you can see the Granny Smith apple all throughout that. When you get them, they're gonna come just like this, packaged, right? So they're wrapped on the inside, plus they're in the container. So you're just gonna take this container and put it right into your freezer. That can stay there for months upon months upon months upon months. It's not going to, because you're going to use it, but what I really love is that you can cut off a little piece or 2 or something like that and then place it right back in the freezer. That's totally fine. You can pre-cut it maybe before you freeze it if you want to do that, because sometimes we like to just take out a few pieces when someone comes over, or you're just getting a little snack attack. You just need a little something.
Okay, everyone's already diving into the pumpkin at home. You have never tasted coffee cake this good.
Let's go to pumpkin, yeah.
I love going to bakeries.
Yeah.
I love going to little cafes. You know, I took my niece to a cafe, a little cute little, it had a bookstore, it had coffee, and it had all these, you know, sort of homemade baked goods.
Yeah.
Do you know how much it cost us? Just for like a slice of their coffee cake.
Oh, yeah.
It was ridiculous. It was like $6 a slice.
Incredibly expensive.
I was like, I know this is a nice coffee shop, but $6 for, you know, one little, I think it was one little piece of coffee cake.
One slice.
And then we had one other little baked good. I was like, we just spent $30 on coffee and coffee cake. This is something that you can have at home, and you could have that homemade, that beautiful high-end, fresh baked goodness. I tasted the original is delicious. And I love that the original, it's not overly sweet.
Right.
And it doesn't have the huge like crumble on top, if that's something that you prefer to have, just sort of a wonderful kind of crispy, crunchy outside and a soft, moist inside. I think this would be perfect for you.
It gives you that base to really add things to. So I think original's the perfect one to add your ice cream to, or to add some fresh fruit, or to add like, or you could even add a sauce if you wanted to add like a chocolate sauce. In your coffee is absolutely perfect. Or tea, if you're a tea drinker. We don't want to leave tea drinkers out. But this is really, we say at Grandpa's, it's good to the last crumb, and we really mean that, because, and we also mean that you don't have to have this just in the morning, because I think a lot of times we think, oh, with our coffee in the morning, oh, this could be in the morning, this could be in the afternoon, this could be
at 12:53 a.m.
That is so correct. Oh my gosh. And so
this is a great little midnight snack, I'll tell you that. I like that you can just take one little slice at a time.
Yeah.
And then you can put it away. You know, I know that when I'm home and there is a lot of baked goods in the house, I will be tempted to, you know, eat the entire cake. But this you could keep in the freezer. You could take out, you know, one little section at a time, and the rest of it will be like a fun surprise. Because you'll be like, I really want something sweet after dinner. You'll be like, wait a minute, I have that coffee cake. Oh. Or this would be perfect to serve, right? If you have little, you know, coffee gatherings, or you've got the book club coming up, and you're like wondering, what do I get? Even just going to a bakery and buying a cake is super expensive.
Oh, goodness gracious, yes. Well, what's nice about this is we say, go ahead, use us, okay? Take our cakes and pretend like they're your cakes. You can put them out and just add some fresh fruit, add a little toppings and things like that, and it just looks like something you've made. You know, this is the time of year we are gonna start having people over. We're gonna start gathering. We're gonna start, I love having brunches. I love having people over for brunches. This is perfect for that, because you could literally put out at this size, you know, let's go over here actually, if you don't mind, to this one.
You can see these.
Because I just want to show you, if I just hold this whole cake in my hand, look how cute it is. It is the cutest cake in the whole wide world.
Pretty.
You know, and they're very pretty alone, just by themselves. But if you did want to ice them, if you wanted to add fruit to them, if you want to add a sauce on top of it, if you
cream
wanted
cheese frosting?
Oh, girl, you just went
especially on that. I know the pumpkin is the first to go. Pumpkin followed by chocolate chip, both very popular. What's so wonderful about this recipe? Dairy-free.
That's right.
Now, that must be hard to find. I'm not dairy-free, but if you are dairy-free, I must only imagine that it's hard to find baked goods that don't have dairy. And if you are, or someone in your family is allergic to nuts, it must be very difficult to find baked goods that you can be absolutely sure these are baked in a facility without nuts, without dairy. No butter, no milk, they're kosher, there's no trans fat. So kosher is important too.
Yeah.
So that's also hard to find. But this is going to be delivered right to your home, right to your front door. Now, if you do the 2-pack, so you can do either the single or you can do the 2-pack, it's a little better value. If you want to do the 2-pack, you could gift one. That'd be a fun little nice gift. If you're visiting, or a housewarming gift, a thank you gift. Take it to, you know, the teacher's lounge, you know, or take it to the break room at work. People would be thrilled.
It's a great idea. You know, and this is, again, that perfect size to be able to have it if you're a smaller family, maybe you're just a household of 2, or even if it's just yourself. I love the 19 ounce, because a lot of times you may know us from our 48 ounce, which is a very large cake, and sometimes that can feel a little overwhelming. So this one is that perfect size for the holiday season, just to have there. If you want to just keep it in the freezer, you never know sometimes when someone's going to stop in, and you just want to, hey, oh, I came over for some coffee. Hang on a second. Let me pull out the cake. And these actually defrost pretty quickly. So again, if you want to pre-slice it before you freeze it, you can do that. But it lives in the freezer for months upon months. And I love the idea. I'd say get the 2 and keep one always in the freezer.
Good
and
idea.
then have the one that you have just available and ready to go.
I would do the pumpkin and the chocolate chip if I were you.
Those are famous.
I'm not you. You may have a fondness for the classic, maybe the original. Maybe you've been shopping our grandpa's cakes here at HSN for the last few years. We are just launching them now. If you do auto ship, a lot of you are jumping in on auto ship. You're like, why would I ever want to be without? A lot of you love that tradition of having a little slice of coffee cake with your coffee in the morning. I love that tradition. It's very European.
Yes.
When you go to the European cafes or you're in Italy, everyone gets their coffee, everyone gets a little slice of pastry or a touch of cake. These are nice because they're not overwhelmingly sweet.
Right.
And they're perfect for every member of the family because they are dairy-free, because they are nut-free, because they're kosher, because they don't have any of the butters or the milks. Now, somehow you still got it really moist, Carrie.
I know, that's the key.
I don't know. I
That's
don't know how they put the moisture back in there.
And that's the thing. Every time someone tries
so
grandpa's
good.
for the first time, we love that moment because we